practice, 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 and all is coming.
Namaste, yogis.
It's Goga, kinda like yoga. 2 years in the game, 78 postures later, it is clear hip openers are the big boys or girls in yoga. From sitting ones, lunges, squats, goddesses, hamstring stretches, including the inversions. With this foundation, I'm convinced that we are ready to take a 90-day journey towards the mother of them all. They call it hanumanasana, monkey, or as most of you know it, the splits. Enjoy the ride. Namaste yogis. So day number 32, let's begin with a bit of warm-up. So we do about 60 seconds worth of butt kicks. So you're trying to kick your butt with your heels, and you can even quicken them, make it as fast as you can, trying to keep the upper body straight, the chest is up, and then once you find a workable pace, you can even just slow down moderately. Otherwise you can keep making circles with these butt kicks, walk from side to side. Then stop the exercise, take a rest. The next routine you're going to do, come into sitting. So you want to sit on a chair, I'm just going to sit here, and then you're going to do an open chain knee extension on the left side. So you stretch your left leg forward, pointing your toes towards your face for 30 seconds, feeling that nice stretch on the entire left side of the leg, on the hamstring here, inhaling and exhaling. And then make sure that you're not overstraining the kneecap. Just trying to keep the chest straight as you keep pointing and flexing your toes towards your face. Very beautiful stretch on the hamstrings. Inhale, exhale. And then gently release. We switch sides. Open chain knee extension on the right side. So you stretch your right leg forward, pointing your toes towards your face. Pointing your toes towards the face of your body, just be able to ensure that that entire leg is activated. 15 more seconds to go. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and out. I hope you guys are doing well on day number 32. Gently release, take a rest. The next posture we are going to do some side lunges. So hands on your heart center, lunge towards the right side, come towards the center, lunge towards the left side, come back to center. So inhale as you go down, exhale, come up. Inhale, stretch the right leg, exhale, come back. About 15 more seconds to go, so we are doing this just for 30 seconds today. Lunge towards the opposite side. Inhale, exhale. Maybe one last time. And then on the next exhale, so that you can even do a bonus one, and then once you release, the next routine we are going to do calf raises with splayed feet. So take your feet out wide as if you're creating like a V, and then lift your heels off the ground. So inhale, exhale, come down for 60 seconds. You lift up and then you come down. So you want to feel like the calf muscles are totally engaged as you lift the heels up, trying to keep the chest straight. Feel free to use a wall. Actually, ideally you want to press your hands on the wall as you do this, but I'm using these railings here today because I'm outdoors. So lift the heels off the ground, bring them down. Inhale, feeling that nice juicy stretch on the entire calf muscles. About 30 more seconds to go here, and exhale. So it's technically 58 days to go to the end of this challenge, and I like the progress, especially with the stretches, and it's less is more in practice sometimes. So let's just see how this goes, and then when you're ready, release, take a rest. The next thing we are going to do single leg swings. So it's been a while since we do this. So we start swinging the leg towards the right side, trying to keep the chest straight and the back is also straight as you keep swinging the right leg towards the right, bringing it towards the left. Very good. Just be able to help the hips open up even more and bringing in mobility to the hip. In this case, the right hip. About 15 more, 10 seconds to go. Oof. Release. The next side, we're going to do the left side. Single leg swings towards the left side. Very good. Just to be able to stretch the inner thighs and the hamstrings, and also just bring in that nice mobility to the groin area of the pelvis. Oof. And also try to keep your back straight as much as possible. Feel free to just press your hands on a wall. Then when you're ready, release and take a rest. Oof. The next posture you're going to do for 60 seconds, you're going to do a forward bend. So bring your hands to your waist, exhale, bow forward. Okay? Hands to the waist, exhale, bow forward. So inhale, come up, exhale. Inhale, come up, exhale. Inhale, you're opening the chest. Exhale, bend forward. Very good exercise, just to be able to stretch the hamstrings. Trying to keep the feet as straight as possible, the legs rather, as straight as possible. With an exhale, you bow forward. With an inhale, bring your hands to the waist. So keep doing this. Thirty more seconds to go. Exhale. Paying attention to that sensation behind the knees. Just feeling that general stretch on the hamstring area. Keep going. Inhale. And then take a rest. The next posture you're going to do, come on to lying on your back, and then you're going to do legs up the wall pose for 60 seconds. So it's like you're stretching the legs. Feel free to support them on the wall. But the idea is to make sure that you keep your lower back down on the ground the entire time. If it's too much on your lower back, feel free to actually support your lower back on a cushion or on your hands. And then keep stretching the toes forward. Otherwise, point your toes towards your face. So when you flex your toes, pointing them towards your body, you actually activate the entire legs. And then when you point, that is pointing, and then that is flexing. So you always want to pay attention between these two movements. So in this case, you can keep pointing and flexing, just to be able to keep the legs straight. About 20 more seconds to go. Engage the core here. So the core is engaged so that you don't have your legs collapsing. Otherwise, if you notice they are collapsing, just see that you can bring them back up using the strength of your core. And then gently release. Good job. The next posture we're going to do for 60 seconds, we're going to do like a forward spine stretch. So come on to sitting, and then so that you can stretch forward, tapping your tops of the feet. So you want to again flex your toes by pointing your toes towards the body. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, reach forward, and so that you can tap the tops of the toes. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach forward, reaching towards your toes. So you want to keep this going for about 60 seconds. Very good posture, not only just for the back here, but also just stretching those hamstrings. Inhale as you come up. Exhale. About 10 to 15 more seconds left. Inhaling and exhaling. Very good posture, so just to be able to, give you that bit of a nice spinal mobility. You can even hold it for a bit. And then from here, so that you can release the posture, take a rest, come on to downward facing dog. Creating an inverted V with your body. You can bend one knee at a time. And then when you're ready, so that you can sink your torso towards the thighs, rotating your shoulders away from the ears. And then your feet are hip width distance apart. And then keep melting your chest even more, okay? and then feeling that nice stretch on the hamstrings. Maybe so that you can find that twist by bringing your left hand to tap your right ankle or switch sides. Just be able to deepen the stretch, and then see whether you can target to reach your heels down on the ground. Again, remember in downward facing dog, if it's too much, especially on your hamstrings, you can always bring a micro bend on the knees. Again, bring a micro bend on the knees, shift your bum towards the sky or the ceiling, and then you straighten from there. This actually helps you deepen the posture a little bit more. So it's a very good posture just to be able to strengthen your arms, the core as well, and also as it works on your hamstring simultaneously. One last deep breath in, exhale. And then gently drop your knees down on the ground. Then bring your left leg forward, creating a 90-degree angle there. And then we're going to do a kneeling lunge pulse. So the right knee is down on the ground. Then you keep making pulses by sinking your hips down towards the ground. Feeling that nice stretch on your groin area as you keep making these pulses. Breathe as naturally as possible and just try to keep the torso straight. And then just look at the angles of where the thighs, are like getting that nice stretch. Both thighs, especially the back quad, is getting a stretch here. And then also the left thigh is getting a stretch here as you keep the torso as straight as possible. Very gentle and simple stretches that you can actually do. Just to be able to build that nice mobility, especially on the lower extremities. So keep going, inhaling and exhaling. Making those nice pulses. And then when you're ready, release and switch sides. Good job. So you take your right leg now forward, create that nice 90-degree angle on your entire right knee. So again, remember to keep the knees on top of the ankle, okay? And then relax your hands on your knees and then start finding those pulses. So if you notice your ankle is is not on the same line as your knee, you can wiggle it slightly forward and then keep feeling that stretch as you sink your groin down towards the mat. Very intensive stretch here, keeping the torso straight. So you want to use the weight of the upper body or the torso to keep sinking those hips even lower as you find that nice deep natural stretch. So you're feeling a stretch now on the back left quad and also the right thigh. Inhaling and exhaling. So these stretches are very important before we transition into splits. And then gently release. The next posture we're going to do is keeping this leg straight and see whether you can balance that leg on the heel. See whether you can take half split or half Hanuman. Again, keep pointing your toes towards your face and then keep walking your hands alongside that entire leg. You'll start feeling a very juicy stretch on the entire right hamstring, knees. The entire leg should probably be on fire right about now. And then as you keep activating your toes, you'll even feel a deeper need to stretch more. And then if it's too much, you can always support your hands on a block. I like gazing towards my toes here, just be able to anchor my focus a bit. And you can always cushion your back knee slightly, especially if it's too much on your knees. If you have like very sensitive knees, you want to cushion yourself with a cushion. So we are holding half split here for about a minute. We are like 30 seconds in, inhaling and exhaling. And then gently rebend the knee, and then we find half split on the left side. So again, bend, so that you can straighten the left leg forward, coming into half Hanuman or half splits, and then bring the back knee down on the ground, which is the right knee. You can support it on a cushion. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, so that you can start bending your elbows slightly, just to be able to melt your chest down towards that entire left leg. Again, engage your toes. So you want to activate your left toes, pointing them towards your face or your body. And then you can even say that you can bend the elbows even slightly more, and say that you can drop your head and kiss your knee if it's there for you, or even melt your torso more, feeling that nice intensive stretch on the entire left hamstring. Oof. And don't forget your breath. Your breath is your most powerful tool. Inhale and exhale. Half split. So this is usually just the posture you do before you get into the full split. But we'll probably do one or two stretches before we attempt our split progression. And sometimes you just want to surrender into the posture when you stay there for long. Rebend the knee. Good job. Take a rest and then find yourself lying on your back. We are going to do a hamstring stretch while lying on our back. So say that you can hug your left knee toward your chest, and then say that you can straighten that leg. Then say that you can keep that left leg as straight as possible, and then pull it towards your torso. And then you want to keep the right leg down on the ground. Keep pressing that leg on the ground as you push the left knee even more. So I'm just trying to see that I can get more stretch here on my hip flexors, especially on the left side. And then try to keep the knee as straight as possible by pulling it in. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, you can always bring a micro bend onto the knee. You don't need to strain it. You don't want to tear your ligaments. Just to be able to keep that leg like totally engaged. Breathing in and breathing out. Oof. Maybe pull it in one last time just to see what that feels like, and then release. Good job. And then hug your right knee now to your chest. Then we are going to do a hamstring stretch on the right side. So again, straighten that right leg up, and then you can keep like holding your calves and then push that leg more towards your body and your face. Again, you are still powering and activating that leg, feeling that nice hamstring stretch on the entire right leg. So that you can keep that leg as straight as possible as you hug it more towards your upper body, and then try to keep the left leg down. So you want to like hold that left leg down here on the ground so it doesn't lift. It's as if you're creating like a Caesar shape here. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Be gazing towards that right foot. Just feeling that nice stretch. And then hug your knees to your chest, gently release. Now rock up, come into sitting. We are going to now do a supported split on the left side. So drop your right knee down, take your left leg forward as if you're going to do half split. Get a cushion. I'm just going to get a towel here because I'm at the rooftop. It was just easier. And then see whether you can keep wiggling. So you want to like start wiggling your back foot and then slide your left leg forward until that thigh comes down onto the cushion. Engage your core and then let your left thigh rest on the block or the cushion that is supporting you. You can make it as high as possible and then just stay here. We're going to hold this for about a minute. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, try to keep the chest straight just to be able to keep that weight of the chest on top of the hips. Or maybe just whether you can walk your palms forward just to be able to support yourself on your palms and just use a supported split. You don't need to do a full split right about now. Let's just support it for now. Just be able to work that entire left leg. Oof. Inhaling, exhaling. And then gently release by pulling that leg in. And then let's switch and do the other side. So supported splits on the right side. So again, you bring your right leg into half split or half Hanuman. Bring in my towel here or my cushion or my blocks. And then I start sliding my left knee towards the back. I like my right side because the right side always just sinks very naturally here right about now after these 32 days. And then see, I can even like lift my hands off the ground with the right side. It's just easier for some reason. Others say that you can bow forward, make it dramatic, kiss your knee, and then engage your core. Just be able to keep the upper body straight, and then keep sending breaths to that right hamstring that is burning right about now. You can even wiggle the left leg slightly towards the back, just to be able to deepen the stretch. Oof. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Oof. And then maybe bring your heart even higher. And then hands to heart center. Namaste. Bye, guys. Oof.